I have a secret I have been keeping from all of you. That secret lies in this little box right here. This box contains a professional grade covert audio recorder, but this is not your everyday run-of-the-mill audio recorder. This device was designed by law enforcement, for law enforcement, and for private investigators. The audio recorder in this little white box is not some cheap piece of Chinese equipment either. Let's closely examine the BlackVox, a professional-grade covert audio recorder from PBN TEC, designed with the unique needs of law enforcement and private investigators in mind. To be clear, this is not like any other audio recording device you have ever used before or like one I have ever told you about, so pay close attention to the details about the BlackVox. The first question is why the BlackVox is the preferred audio recording solution for law enforcement and private investigators. The simple answer is that it was designed to overcome many of the issues that investigators face while using covert recording equipment like this. This little covert audio recorder is so simple to use. It has one single button and it's right here. All you have to do is push the button once and it is all set and ready to capture any sound that it detects. This is important because when you need to capture crucial audio evidence, you will usually have one chance to do it, so time is of the essence. Not only is it that simple to operate, it literally takes about 5 minutes to train an investigator how to use the BlackVox, and I will be going over in detail how to operate it in this video. Let's take a quick look at some of the specs for the BlackVox. The BlackVox covert audio recorder is about 3¼ inches long and 1¼ inches wide, making this one of the smallest covert audio recorders on the market. The rechargeable lithium polymer battery in the BlackVox will keep this device working on standby for up to 160 days on voice activation. It also has a date and timestamp, so all the audio files will have that piece of forensic evidence tied to the file to show when the recording was made. The microphone range is up to 40 feet and has ALC or audio control levels, which you can set the sensitivity on. The SVOS or Super Voice Operated System, essentially the voice activation part of the device, isolates sound while prioritizing and capturing human voices. The BlackVox magnet are the strongest I have ever seen on any covert audio recorder. Check this out. I grabbed this over-the-door hanger just to demonstrate. Look at how strong this magnet is. I mean, this is one strong magnet. And the BlackVox comes with 8 GB of onboard storage, which is more than ample storage for audio files. The BlackVox comes with a full 1-year warranty, and it is built in the UK, not in some backwoods Chinese factory. Now a little history on the BlackVox. This covert audio recorder was originally built for the Metropolitan Police, and it has been used by hundreds, if not thousands, of investigators worldwide since it launched in 2017. This is truly the best covert audio recorder I have ever had the privilege of testing, but not just testing. I have been using this for the last month or so, and the results are outstanding. Here are some of the main challenges investigators have when using a covert audio recorder and how the BlackVox can help overcome those challenges. One use for this is to record audio in a moving vehicle. However, a big challenge here is attaching devices to a car covertly and trying to limit the potential for discovery while ensuring the device can record clearly. This is easily overcome by deploying the BlackVox under a car seat, which provides maximum protection against discovery and positions the BlackVox perfectly. Underneath the passenger seat of any vehicle, there will usually be metal plates or bars to which you can attach the BlackVox with its magnets. If the BlackVox is positioned under the car seat against the metal plates, it will not move even if the vehicle starts erratically moving from side to side. And deploying the BlackVox under a car seat can be achieved in less than 2 seconds. All you have to do is aim for the middle of the underside of the seat with the magnets pointing up towards the underside, and the BlackVox will attach to the bottom of the seat and stay intact no matter what speed the vehicle is traveling. Now, a quick word of caution here. Make sure it is legal for you to use a voice recorder in this manner. Most states have some law in effect about the legality of covert audio recording. Most, not all, but most are one-party states, which means that one party to the conversation must be aware that the conversation is being recorded. But some states are two-party states. Others are all-party states, while others might be no-party states. So make sure you are aware of what your state laws are. I could see private investigators using the BlackVox in many scenarios, like using it in their own vehicle when doing interviews inside the car. I have had many cases where I needed to interview workers at a job site or meet them on site where an incident happened. When this occurs, I will often just use my car as my mobile office to conduct the interview, and if I need to record that interview covertly, the BlackVox is the perfect device to do so. Or if you have a domestic case where your client is going to be in a vehicle with their spouse and you need to get that conversation recorded, this is the best covert recorder for that type of situation too. Or maybe it is a situation where the kids talk to the client a lot when they pick them up and you need that conversation documented in a recording. You could have the parent use this covert recorder to gather that evidence for you so it is not a he said, she said battle when presented to the court. But again, make sure however you use it that it is used legally and ethically in the state you are in. Let's talk about the security and use of the BlackVox real quick. The BlackVox comes with this OTG or on-the-go adapter that allows you to listen to the audio recordings on the device and download the files from the device to any Android or Apple device. The OTG adapter has a micro USB plug, a USB-C plug, and an Apple plug on it. So all you have to do is plug the OTG adapter into the device with a proprietary USB cable that's provided. And then you plug the other end of the cable onto the secured magnetic connector right here on the BlackVox. This secured magnetic port is one of the coolest features of the BlackVox. You see, there is no USB port on the BlackVox. There is no 2.5mm audio port on the BlackVox. There is no Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, or any other way to connect to the BlackVox except through this secured magnetic port with the provided proprietary cable. So, in essence, you are the only person who can get the files off of the device. If you give the BlackVox to your client to gather audio evidence, they cannot tamper with it, thus ensuring the evidence is not compromised. And then there is the ease of use. This is oh so simple. Let me show you how to use the BlackVox. Grab your notepad, get ready, jot down these steps. Step 1, press this button right here. That's it. That's all you do. You will see a red light come on for a few seconds after you turn the device on. Then the red light turns off and the BlackVox is now recording. That is why it is so quick to deploy. All you have to do is press the button once, wait a few seconds for the recording indicator to go on and off, and then deploy it on any metal surface with the magnets. Now to turn it off, all you do is press that button again and the BlackVox is turned off. Now when you turn it on, if the red light comes on and it's flashing, that means the battery may need to be charged. And it takes about 6 hours to fully charge the BlackVox. To set the date and timestamp, all you do is plug it into the computer using the provided proprietary USB cable and run the time setup app that is on the device. You will see the computer's time and date displayed. Just click the start button and then close the app and the time is synced to the time it was on the computer. Keep this in mind about the date and timestamp on the audio file. That date and time you see is the date and time the recording ended. So if it says 2 p.m. and it was a 2-hour recording, then the recording started 2 hours prior or at noon. In the app, you can also set the mode recording quality from HQ or high quality to XHQ or super high quality, and you can select the sensitivity for the BlackVox voice activation. You can also access the files on your computer using the provided proprietary USB cable. They are all stored in the voice folder. So from there, you can listen to, copy or delete the files. You will want to delete the files after you have safely saved them to your computer, as the BlackVox does not overwrite files. So if the internal storage gets full, it will just stop recording. I think this is an excellent feature to have to ensure you do not lose your early recording files. I always copy files from the BlackVox to my computer system and then delete them as soon as the case is over. You will also notice in the app the voice activation ranges from +2, the most sensitive, to -2, the least sensitive. You may need to test this for your particular situation. I have found leaving the recording quality at XHQ for the highest quality recordings and the sensitivity at 0 or default sensitivity works best for me in most cases. But if you're going to be using it in a noisier environment, you may need to turn that sensitivity down. Or if you need to have it record voices further away, you may need to adjust it up. If you need the device deployed for long periods, you may wish to turn the quality to HQ for smaller files and longer battery life. Let's review some of the recording tests I did with this device. I recorded some portions of this video with the BlackVox to compare my regular microphone to the BlackVox recordings. This is easily overcome by deploying the BlackVox under a car seat, which provides maximum protection against discovery and positions the BlackVox perfectly. I have had many cases where I needed to interview workers at a job site or meet them on site where an incident happened. I also performed some tests in my vehicle to give you a good idea of the BlackVox Covert audio recorder's recording capabilities. Okay, we are now in the old surveillance vehicle, and we're going to test the BlackVox audio recording in the vehicle. Right now, what you are hearing is the recording that is off of my cell phone. And now what you are hearing is the recording off of the BlackVox. And the BlackVox right now I have set right there on my dash, so you can kind of compare what that sounds like. Now you can hear my BlackVox recording with the BlackVox down on the floor, right underneath the driver's side seat. Now the recording that you're hearing is the BlackVox underneath the passenger seat. I actually have it attached with the magnets to the bottom of the passenger seat. Okay, now what we're going to do is test it with the window down on my car. I often get people who ask me, can you do like a wind test? And well, I can't make the wind blow heavy or anything like that, but I can drive around. Right now you're listening to my car audio, but now you're listening to the BlackVox audio with the car window down. One of the things that I noticed with the BlackVox when I deployed it under the seat, and this has happened every time I've used it in a scenario like this, I just put it up against the bottom of the seat and it attached to it, because the bottom of most car seats there is a metal plate, so it just attaches there. And I went over railroad tracks and all kinds of other things, and it stayed attached the entire time. If you are interested in checking out the BlackVox Covert audio recorder, I will leave a link below that you can use to get more information. And if you need more private investigator training, then check out this video.